Previously on American Truck Simulator. We'll get some dust going. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, baby. It's actually quite... It vibrates like mad when you're on this stuff. Absolutely like mad. Doesn't get any grip at all. Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I can't even remember what mission we're on. I guess we're on the mission to scale all of the towns and cities in Texas, of all places, the Lone Star State. I love the fact there's actually a company called Lone Star as well. Everything's got Lone Star in it. It's we need a bit more of that in our lives. I definitely need to see more of these sort of question marks as well, by the way, because they're either sort of scenic stopping places, or they're actually jobs that we have to kind of do. That's some back roads here, look. I bet you wouldn't even go along that unless you were going somewhere. I bet it always takes you kind of not the route you want to go to. Anyway, we need to find we need a quick job. We need a freight job. So let's see if we can find a freight job from here. We're doing quite well, actually. We've only got if I can move the map slightly. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to go, actually. We've done quite well. I've cleared off New Mexico, so Texas is coming along quite nicely, actually, I'll be honest. It's going on a lot faster than I thought it would have done. We've not been to Odessa. It's quite a nice journey, 5 hours. I don't know if I've got enough time, by the way, because it's the middle of the day. I haven't had a sleep. I remember that. It's one thing we haven't done. There's Houston. 6 hours over that way. We can travel longer in the States, though. This is one of the things that there is definitely... How is that Odessa? That's like outside Odessa and next to Hobbs. It's not even close. Houston? Where's that? Ludbok. Ludbok. Beaumont. Beaumont or Beaumont? Beaumont. I think if that was in the UK, it'd probably end up not rather than Beaumont. I think that would be Beaumont. I think that would be more. We would do something horrible with it. There are some spellings around where I live that don't even make sense. One of the places that always amuses me is a place in Scotland called Kirkcudbright. However, it is spelt Kirkbright. How does that even get close? It's a good name though, but it rolls off the tongue. Kirkcudbright. Yeah, it's not. I say it's very close to me. It's quite a distance away from me actually, but it's a direction I've been a few times in my life. Let's have a little look. See what we got here. What we got? That was down that way. Austin's that way. We've been with Odessa that way. I'm tempted to do the Odessa because it just covers enough money there and it's just about the right length of time that I really need, and it gets us close to Fort Stockton and Van Horn. Do you remember that movie, Witches of Eastwick? Do you remember this Witches of Eastwick, the movie? That had Cher in it. Not Claudia. Michelle Pfeiffer. And the other one. What's she called? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Tip of my tongue. But yeah, Cher, Michelle Pfeiffer, and the red-headed one. What was her name? Oh my goodness. Anyway, the name of the devil was Van Horn. That was the name of the devil. He was played by Jack Nicholson, and he played Jack Nicholson the devil fantastically because he's Jack Nicholson for a start off. Everybody, that's the kind of guy he was. I heard a rumor about Jack Nicholson that he actually had with one of his wives, because he's married. He's been married lots of times. I mean, let's be honest. He's a movie star. Nowadays, he'd probably be on YouTube, wouldn't he? He'd be a YouTube star. But Mr. Nicholson himself. Whoa! I nearly ran into that pickup truck. He had. I heard rumour that with one of his wives, he actually had a portrait of his previous wife hanging over the mantelpiece because, well, he's Jack Nicholson, isn't he? So I guess that's completely normal. Can you imagine that, having a picture of your ex-wife hanging over the mantelpiece, and that was normal behaviour, So that car's gone. I'm going out. Past here. I've got plenty of diesel, so I'm 4 minutes away. So let's do the old rundown of the... Sorry about that. I'm choking on my own saliva there. Horrible thing. Anyway, so down in the bottom right-hand corner, we have we have our speed. I've got a GPS. We've got our speed, which is 43 miles per hour. I'm going to lock it in at 45. Then we've got the gear we're in, which is automatic 11, A11. Then we've got the truck itself, which is how much damage we've got. We've actually got about 2% damage. Oh, look at all the palm trees, kind of cool, and all the bits and pieces hiding in the portaloos. Anyway, and then you've got the diesel, which is a little fuel tanker thing, which says I've got 711 miles when I was back in the menu before. Then we've got the bed, which slowly goes blue and then finally goes red, and then I sort of cry a lot and worry about the fact that we're going to crash into something, because you fall asleep when it goes red, or you start to sleep and then drift off and then finally get fined, and then you get really, really bad and you actually fall asleep at the wheel and crash into something. Anyway, followed by that the envelope, which is really, really, really sadly underused. Now, if you really want to see it in use, go back to the first episode of this and you'll see the envelope kind of used as a tutorial toy for tutorial for the how to play the game, how to buy a truck, how to get a bank loan, all those kind of exciting things that you kind of need to kind of get the game working. So yeah, it really is sadly underused though. So because I think it should have special missions on it. I'm sure they all do as well. Anyway, now we've got the time, which is Sunday 6:26 p.m. Oh, we're going to travel at the night. I wasn't expecting that. I probably should have had a sleep, actually, if I'm honest. But that would have been like 1 a.m. We might as well just carry on while we're here. Oh, look at bus drivers just flying through there. Whoa! Crazy! Anyway, and then we've got, below that, we've got a little red flag, which basically tells us what time we're going to get in, which is 6:38 p.m., 1 mile, 11 minutes. That's how long it's going to take us to drive there. And I've currently got $80,000 in the bank. I need to get $100,000 to pay off my, well, nearly $100,000 to pay off my loan, because you pay it off sort of, daily, I think is the timing for it. But I kind of need to get up that level. I have got a driver. I believe he's doing quite well. We'll have a quick look at him, actually. Somebody was saying this in the comments below that I think it was Hatman, actually. He said in the comments below that the driver is actually doing, my driver's doing quite nicely. He's making quite a lot of money with what he's doing. I'm hoping he's not losing money now that he's got a trailer, actually. I've given him a trailer because I've kind of ditched the trailer as a approach to me sort of getting more I don't know, guess interesting loads is the word I think I would like to describe it as. Yeah, definitely more interesting loads. So let's go this way. Hoods. They maybe sell hoods. There's a man on radio on the start thing there. Got some there's Taco Kingdom. Taco Kingdom. It's full of lion tacos, because it's Taco Kingdom, see? Elephant tacos. I don't know, I'm just making it up. I once watched a program about that. I watched there was a TV series about some chefs, and I always like it. I sometimes like a cooking program. Sometimes they're quite good. I like the ones where they show off interesting skills and things like that. That's quite interesting. But there was a TV program called Would You Eat an Elephant? And it was an interesting one because it followed these chefs who basically flew around the world doing the various, I guess, what we in the West see as sort of taboo type foods, you know. So for instance, they went to Vietnam and were offered rat as a default, one of the things there, and they also had dog, which they refused to eat dog, and I don't blame them because that just doesn't sound nice realistically, because I like dogs, and they kind of farm them like you would, you know, caged animals, which is really horrible to be honest with you. But they had a festival where they ate dog, and they ate rat as well, which is a pretty common sort of supply for them. This is weird, going back around this way. Kind of going round this way to get to this home improvements place. It's very weird, like in a car park. Right, okay, well, It's just I've changed the traffic density slightly, by the way. I haven't done the video for it. I've done the footage, but I haven't done the video, which I feel really bad about not doing. But I haven't done the footage for it, the video for it. So, but yes, I have changed it. But yes, and they ate rat as well, and they actually ate the rat. And before they discovered that these rats were running around in the sewer, there was like not natural rats out in the old sort of wild environment. They were actually running around the sewer, which I think's pretty nasty, realistically. Freight market. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. Oh, it's gone. Missed it. It's gone before I had a chance to get it. Let's see what else we've got. Right, okay, this is no good. I'm going to come out here. I didn't realise I missed that. Hands up who noticed I missed it. Hands up. Did you all notice it? And it's just me who didn't notice that I was so close to the timing on that one. Let's see what else we've got right close by. This isn't very good. Let's see what we've got. That's a good one. 2 hours until it expires, though. I don't really want to wait that long. I'll tell you what I might do then is I might find somewhere to sleep so that because we've just wasted loads of time there. So let's find somewhere to sleep. If there's somewhere to sleep, let's get a wall round us here, so I can go around the corner, I think. And we'll do that, and we'll stop there for the night. Can I reverse back? Can I see over my shoulder to see? Do you find this quite useful that you can? I can't. Do you know what? It's really weird. It's really weird looking backwards like that. I'll be honest. Do you think that's? Oh my God! You can only go one way. That's not good. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. We're going to do some dodgy driving here. Look at there's some shopping carts in the or shopping trolleys as they're called in the UK. I think they're called carts in America. So I think that's their name for them. Some shopping carts down there. Look.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah. I think I can go this way. But the GPS is fully confused, by the way. Yeah, I can go this way.
Go straight on.
How can I go straight on? Oh, lights in front of me. I can just see them now in the distance. I'm completely confusing myself with this one. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so would you eat an elephant? So they went to places where they ate monkeys and they ate tarantulas. My kind of favourite one, and I kind of half like the idea of this, is there's a particular Italian cheesery or cheese factory or whatever you want to call it that does mouldy cheese, but mouldy cheese to the point where it is filled with effectively maggots, and the maggots though entirely live within the cheese area itself, and they eat them live with the maggots. But the maggots, because they only eat cheese, taste of cheese. So it's like eating squirmy cheese. I kind of like the idea of that one. That sounds disgusting, but at the same time, I quite like the idea of a bit of squirmy cheese. I think that would be, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. Bit of squirming from it. I don't want to get a job from here. I want to go get here, and then I want to see if I can get a job from here maybe afterwards. Let's just stop here. There's a nice big building over there. Look, it's like an embankment. Do you think they flood? Or just to buffer the noise because you sleep here? Actually, it might be to buffer the noise. I kind of get that. Either that, it's a ramp to jump into the road. One of the two. Right. Okay. Let's push the button. Let's stop and let's sleep because it'll be the middle of the night when we get up. But at least 4 a.m. I'll take 4 a.m. Because it means the sun will start coming up soon. Anyway. Right. Okay. Let's have a little look at what options we have in the way of places to get a job. That's because we need a job. Otherwise, we won't be able to travel anywhere, and we basically need a bit more money in the old bank. We haven't paid the debts this week. Been there before, but look at that. A tramming machine? What's a tramming machine? No idea what that is. What's a tramming machine? Anybody know what a tramming machine is? I don't know what a tramming machine is. Abilene. Where are we gonna go, Van Horn? I won't be able to pull these. It's too heavy. Too heavy for me. I could probably do that one, though. That's a good one. 13,000. Road roller. That's actually quite light, that one. Look at that. That's very cool. I don't quite fancy that one. Let's do this one. Let's do this 300-mile job. That's perfect. So it's also a high-value cargo. So we get extra money because I've chosen high value. Oh, it's articulated. Look at that. It's articulated. Articulated. Very heavy. My truck's not capable of that, I'm afraid. I can't remember what the horsepower is, but let's be honest. I know it's not capable of that load. Right, let's get turned around in this car park. Let's have a whiz round. Let's go round. And let us whiz round in the car park. Have I got the lights on? Yeah, I do. Woo! Right, so 3 miles away, this place. Let's go out of this car park. Middle of the night, so it does adjust the traffic a little bit for this, so it takes into account. Still quite busy. Oh god, that's terrible driving. I need. Don't let me drive like that. I'm gonna drive around here. There we go. That's cool. I like that. Bit of driving. Terrible driving, but driving all the same. We go past Taco Kingdom and the car wash. So anyway, back to the cheese maggots. Apparently, though, the men who ate it felt that it improved. I mean, they'd put it on crackers as well. By the way, this is the part about it. They'd be like smearing it on, so it'd be like lashings of butter. Was smearing onto the butter. Not only were they smearing on the butter, but they would smear on these maggots. I guess squidging them at the same time. I guess, and they're all squirming around, and then you scoff them. But apparently, according to these gentlemen, it not only improved your lifespan, you know, making you very old, and most of them were like 80. These guys, 80s and 90s, that were eating this stuff. It not only expands your lifespan, but increased your virility. I mean, so we had not only had old men, but they were virile old men. So yes, eating cheese maggots was a thing. But anyway, we got to the point where they got to the elephant. You know, would you eat an elephant? Being the sort of crux of the entire show. You know, the very last episode being, would you actually physically eat an elephant? Would you gobble one down? So said elephant. Basically, it was a tribal, village, and the elephant in question was a rogue bull elephant, and the tribe believed very heavily in not killing things. You know, it was a balanced sort of living with and whatever else is. But the rogue elephant was causing problems, hurting people and other things. So it was deemed that it needed to be culled. But instead of wasting what was there, they basically used every part of the elephant. And it seems though that elephant is a very tough meat, so it's very difficult to do. So they cook it and they smash it. So it's almost like, I guess you can only describe it as elephant meat paste. So they were given this elephant meat paste to eat after they'd killed, obviously, the hunted and killed the rogue elephant that was causing problems, and as part of a culling process, a safe culling process, no particular issues in that sense, and they killed this thing and they gave them this meat paste. This elephant meat paste, which obviously, and it fed the tribe for weeks and weeks. They cured the meat and all kinds of stuff. They kept the skins, they used those. They used the bones and all kinds of stuff, right? So you got to remember, that's a fully environmental way to deal with something. If if it's especially if it's causing problems with their crops as well. So they were handed this meat paste, and these two chefs turned it down. They wouldn't eat the elephant. And I actually think I probably would have done, because the contextually, I think I would have been all right with the elephant eating, because it was otherwise all you were doing is killing a rogue elephant that was causing problems. For not only the elephants around about, but because it was affecting family groups. It was dangerous. It hurt human beings. So not only did it do all that, and yeah, I know you could probably say, well, you maybe should have ushered the elephant off somewhere else, but it was one that was hurdless, if that makes sense, and they don't really do very well that way. So yeah, it was an interesting scenario, and a very interesting scenario. I mean, I think I probably would in that context. I think I would have been happy to chow down on a bit of elephant paste. I think I would have been all right with that. It's been a completely strange episode this was. I've all talked about is eating elephants and oh, everybody's on a good go slow. Okay, I'm gonna go. If you're not gonna go, I'm gonna go. I don't know if that car's behind me or not. Can't see it. Oh, we've got a Lone Star again, are we? No, we're not. We've got a Truckworks. No, we've got a Lone Star. I think we've just come from here, you know. I blooming have, haven't I? Yeah, I have. I've just come from Lone Star. Yep. So this is the place we came from just before to drop off the load, but never mind. It's fine. This truck has got some serious turning difficulties. I think the chassis I've chosen is very long. I think that's the problem. Anyway, okay, freight market. Have they still got the road roller? Yes, they have. That's the one for me. That's the vehicle. Right. Let's have a little look in the old yard to see where my lovely vehicle is. It says I think it's around the back. Okay, I wonder if I can go round the back. Can I go round the back? There's depot. Oh, there's the tramming machine. What the hell is a tramming machine? What's that do? Is that a train thing? It looks like a train. Oh, maybe. Oh, no. Yeah, tamming machine. It's something to do with trains anyway. Maybe it's to put the rails down. I've never heard of that though. Kind of cool. Something new. Learn something every day. If you know more about it, put it in the comments below. All right, okay, let's just adjust this truck a little bit before we start the process of reversing in. Okay. That's a crate, the cargo crate that's just been smashed to pieces in the back of there, look. It's collapsed. Weird. Right, okay, so if we look at the back of the truck, we've got this... there we go, horseshoe-shaped thing, which is called the fifth wheel, and we have to hit that on the back into the pin, which is the little bit that dangles down. You can see it very much on that red trailer over there. Dangles down there, and you basically have to hit the two things together to latch the truck together. Now I have advanced coupling turned on because, not only is it more fun, but it's actually it's a fun feature because just rolling into it underneath it just automatically gets you to that point where you latch your whole thing in. But if you do it this way, you kind of have to do it for real. This is going to be interesting. Can I do it at this angle? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Let's just try and square this up a bit more. I'm looking in the mirrors. Go on the gravel. Right, let's reverse this in properly. Oh, I had the wheels the wrong way when I started off there. Let's reverse this in. It has got a very bad turning circle, this thing. Extremely bad. I'll be honest, it was worse than I thought it was going to be. So, let's... And you can lift that up and down. Oh. You could adjust the height. If you're having trouble attaching, adjust the height. Really? You're right, actually. I should really adjust the height because there's definitely a difference in height between these two things. No, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, that pinged out badly. Let's pull this wheel over a bit. This wheel arch over a bit. I'm just watching the wheel arch now. There we go. Beautiful. Right, okay, so I like to see this tether, and I also like to see the trailer lift its legs. So the legs will go up. There they go. And then, bing, there's our air hoses. I love to see that. That's one of my favourite bits of this game. So we've got 6 hours and 11-minute journey. It's going to be $13,000, dollars for this. We can get out this way, which we will do. Traffic density is definitely a factor again. Look at this. Traffic density in American Truck Simulator. We have not seen this before. Their cars are all piling up. Let's press the F key, and that'll put our hazard lights on, and hopefully we can encourage these peoples to stay out of the way while I go past. And I don't really want to dent that car. Whatever it is, it looks very nice. It's a very nice looking car. Whatever you are, you're a very nice looking car. Very pretty. Very pretty. Come on, cars ahead. Come on. Yeah, this car's gonna let me out. Thank you. There is a joy in. Oh, I haven't hit him yet, but it's close. Oh, I did. Oops. That definitely is a bumper that was destroyed. I don't know about everybody else, but the weather has been a bit rough recently. I've just got crashed into that vehicle. Bombs. The weather's been a bit rough, and it's been very icy, and I've been out in this a few times actually. To be honest with you, it has been not what I expected weather-wise. It's been pretty awful. Yeah, get out with your Land Rover, please. It's been pretty awful. I'll be honest, I haven't enjoyed it much. I'm not a big fan of snow and ice. I can drive in it, but I just don't like it. I think it just adds danger to it. And my poor friend has been. Not only was he knocked over by a car, and there is a story to this, so I'll explain a little bit. He was de-icing his car, to scraping the ice off his vehicle, and there was a car coming down the road who applied their brakes. Obviously their wheels locked, and they slid. And they slid down the road and clipped him and knocked him over. Didn't hurt him beyond sort of, I think a few egos were bruised. But yes, got clipped by a person. And then the following day, just to add insult to injury, when he was driving to work, he'd gone a slightly different way. He went down an icy road, and the person behind him didn't brake in time or didn't control their speed enough that they could decelerate and stop. And they hit the back of his car, so he's been very unlucky, and that's the kind of thing, though. You've got to. I mean, what is it in the highway code? It's when it's wet, you're meant to give 4 times the space, but when it's what's this then? What's this person's house? Red Bardus Groceries and Feed. That looks a lovely place to go get your groceries and feed from. Yeah, okay. Anyway, but that's the thing. It's 4 times, I think, the length in wet weather you're meant to give extra space-wise, and I think it's in the snow, it's 10 times the distance you're meant to give. So you've got to give a lot more space during that kind of the icy weather. And I was in some very cold, wet places, and it was funny because I was doing the wing mirrors on my van, and I popped into one of the offices, and I said, "Have you got some Windoline? Because I need to clean the mirrors. They get a bit oily, don't they, during the weather and all this kind of stuff." Anyway, they got particularly oily and messy, so I sprayed some Windoline onto these windscreens or these my mirrors, and it froze instantaneously because it was that kind of weather. So it was all right though, because they were heated, so they did actually melt after a while. But it froze instantaneously. It was fine. I scraped it off, and I scraped off the dirt as well at the same time with a bit of Windoline. Nothing wrong with that. Good cheat. A good cheat. I'm going to change lights here. I'm looking forward to the sun coming up a bit more, by the way, because it's a bit dark at the moment. When the sun comes up a bit more, we're gonna do it. It's very dark. It's very dark. I mean, I thought that Texas was closer to the equator than it seems. Right, I'm drinking my coffee now. I hope you've got a beverage. Oh, it's good. It's good. I'm not sure what the strangest things I've eaten, to be honest with you. I mean, I think well, thinking back to this, I do think that these episodes are becoming very food related. I don't know about you, but I think they're very food related. But I don't know what the strangest thing I've eaten. I mean, I've done the usual ones. I've done ostrich and kangaroo. It seems that it's kind of obligatory, isn't it? Kangaroo burgers and ostrich burgers and things like that. I mean, I've done the usual British things, the beefs and the chickens and and the pigs, and of course the pork and things like that. Oh, but obviously I've done the game, so I've done the pigeons and the things. It's not by the way, this is not an episode for vegans. Poor vegans, I apologise. But I've done pheasant, I've done goose, and I've done duck. Oh, venison. What else have I eaten? Pretty much. I'm pretty. I mean, no pun intended. I'm pretty game for trying different things. So if it's around, I'll try it. I've eaten. What's the name of that? Oh, it's like an antelope from Africa. Oh. Can't remember. There's an antelope though. I had that once. Somebody brought me some of that back, and I quite liked that. They actually got it dried. It's quite nice. And as I say, I'm quite. To be fair though, a lot of meat's very similar. There's a difference in, I guess, how lean it is. Never tried horse though. I've never eaten horse. Apparently, it's very lean meat. I suppose deer and things like that and goat are kind of close to it, aren't they? On the scale of things. I hope nobody's a vegetarian that watches the channel or is offended by this. I'm a very much a free-thinking eater. I don't mind eating meat, vegetables, anything realistically. Do you know what I do object to? I'm not object to, but I find really kind of odd is that if you go to look for, say, some vegetarian pre sort of made meals that you might want to cook, or pre sort of items, they almost always go, oh, it tastes like chicken or it tastes like beef. I'm like, why don't it just taste like vegetarian? Can there not be like something else that it tastes like? Does it have to taste like those things that you can't get meat wise? Don't really get that one. Because there's plenty of nice vegetables out there. I like a nice vegetable, if I'm honest, and there's plenty of fruits and things like that I can use to spice these things up, and there's plenty of nuts and other things and berries and stuff like that you could chuck at these things. But so why does it have to taste like so? So if you get because I was writing music, so if you get for one of the leading sort of artificial meat substitute things. They're almost always fungus, by the way. It's almost always fungi, but then they flavour it to try and make it taste like chicken or something like that. There was a little light on top of that street light to tell me there was a street light. Anyway, but they always, it's always flavoured to taste like chicken. It's just very weird. I was having this discussion with my missus the other day when we were in a supermarket. We were looking at the because I quite like to get things like there's a thing called Naughty Vegan, which is a lovely range of food, and they have lovely equivalent of no mince pies and not mince pies, no mince Cornish pasties type things, pasties should I say. They're really quite nice and they taste great and they're really nice. They're really nice flavoured and the thing is, I don't need the substitute. I don't mind the gravy with it that they make in the vegetarian gravy. It just seems odd. That's all. I think I'm overdoing this one now. But oh look, that's a sort of watery holey thing. Oh, discovered new viewpoint. Cool. Look at this. I can't get to it because I'm above it. Oh, damn. Look at that though for a view. Wow. Wow. This could be the shot for the video. Look at that. Wow. That's the way to start the day. Absolutely stunning. That is absolutely stunning. I'm going really slowly as well, which is even worse. That is brilliant. Look at that. That is lovely. Let's get some speed up now, though. With our £22,000 roller. I'm assuming that's 22 tons, is it? Don't know. Never know how to work that part of the pounds. I never got really up to tons with the pounds. Nothing wrong with a bit of imperial measurements. No, I don't care one way or the other. You know that in this country we've always been able to mark things with imperial measurements. It's just there was a stipulation that at least the kilograms and grams were on the price. Were on the things with pounds and ounces. So You could do both, and there wasn't any issues with doing both realistically. There we go. Zooming through the countryside. Look at this. I love driving through this. I really do. There's a great big way station that's been shut. It's a shut way station. We're all shut. Look at this. The sun has come up. We're cruising. And I'm off the edge of the road there, but we are cruising. This is beautiful. It's carved through the mountainside. Look, there we go. Look at that. That's been carved through. Oh, it's lush. It's lovely. Like it a lot. God, I like this game. Oh my god, there's a broken down truck. Over there. Oh, that sort of station thing there. Discovered a new viewpoint. Is it able to... I'm able to access it. We've got to do it. Let's access the viewpoint. Oh, this looks so good. Where the hell are we, peoples? Tell me. What is this? The Picasso River? Oh, wow. Jeez. Hang on, I thought the last one was a good picture. That. My God. Look at it. Oh, wow. Right, okay, let's turn the engine off. Am I on it? Turn the engine off. Let's push the button. I want to see this. Wow. Big country views. No kidding. Look at that. My God. That is absolutely stunning. I kind of like the industrial bridge across it. It actually looks quite dirty as well. Look at that. How dirty it looks. It's very wide. It does look a very still river, but it does look really wide. But that, it just honestly, it's very cool. Wow. I love this game. It's brilliant. You know, it's just a single park bench to sit on, right by the river. All the deserty bits. There's this tree that has died. There's sort of like posts on the corner of that so that you can overlook it all. Can't even. I don't think you can get down from here to it either, though. You can just sit and overlook it, but you can't really get down to it. That is so good. I'm so pleased with this. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. I really like that. I really enjoyed that. Let's start this engine up and get out of here. With this truck. And I'm on my truck. Oh, I'm so zooming out of this thing now. Look at that. So good. That is so good. Honestly, I'm delighted with that. That is such a good view. Anyway, 4 hours and 48 minutes to our destination. It's quite a bit of time, actually, game time. As we're just chilling, enjoying ourselves, having a little bit of a little look. I think we're still on time, on course to delivery. How come I've lost money, by the way? Oh, because I was stupidly got fined. I'm waiting to see what my driver does. I didn't even check, by the way. I should do that next time we get to the next place. Let's get back up to 75 miles per hour. A good 75 miles per hour. Or churn through the countryside. This is brilliant. I've enjoyed this episode a lot. I hope you have as well, because I've had a lot of fun. It's been it has been a lot of fun. That's a lovely looking bit of sort of river form bed. That was very well described. Well done there. Well done you. Well done you. Critiquing my own commentary as we go along. it's funny, you know. Sometimes you sit here and you're talking away to yourself, and I just talk about utter rubbish. And I caught myself today when I was actually out, and I was discussing with myself the thing I was dealing with, so the problem I was dealing with. I was discussing to myself, and then it wasn't until I was a little way along where I was, you know, a few minutes, and then I realised that somebody was actually behind me and listening to me talk to myself. And they politely said hello to the strange man who talks to himself as he goes. I think it becomes. Thing is, I've always been quite natural with kind of speaking to myself. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that because it really is about. Sometimes you can use it to work through problems. So if you've got a problem that you're trying to work through, or you're trying to work through in your head, sometimes spending that time chatting and discussing it with yourself and running through the verbally hearing yourself go through the issue, sometimes sparks thoughts in your head that would, that ultimately would, allow you to sort of, I know, solve the issue, which is kind of, I say, quite an interesting scenario. I can't remember where we're going. We're going to Van Horn. The Itches of Eastwick, yeah. So there's a lot about these three women with terrible itches. No, they weren't witches, they were itches. Yeah, didn't they do a TV series version? I don't think it's very good, the TV series version of it. I bet my wife watched it. She'll have watched it. I'm sure she will have done. And old Mrs. Demon. Oh, Mrs. Demon. Oh, right behind the police car. Oh, down 30. The state trooper. He's going through. He's turning up. Oh, God, I nearly ran into him. That house is broke. Oh, there's a man cleaning it, though, so at least there's something going on. Now, my son's just helped himself to an entire packet of sweets. Another one. He's just eaten one, and he's having a second packet because they're so good. American way. Oh, God, I've got a ticket. There's a police car behind me as well. Yes, there is. There's a trooper behind me. He's a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. 40 miles per hour now. I'm just driving through this town. It's not on the map, though. It's not. I don't think you click it. We don't think we click. We'd get this one off the map. 45 motel. Another gas station. Oh, I've got the lingo. I know the words. There's a state trooper behind me, though. I don't really want to upset him. He's still there. He is. He's still on my trail. That's the Jewel, wasn't it? And what was that other one? Overdrive. That was the other one that Mark Middleton mentioned the other day. It was Mark or was Bob? I can't remember, because there was another movie with a big truck in it, wasn't it? It was Overdrive. That was the other one, wasn't it? The Jewel and Overdrive. We're just easily going around here. Everybody's in no rush. They're all watching the scenery. It's interesting because out on this sort of in the with the vast amounts of space with nothing there, and the United Kingdom, of course. Oh, nice picnic area. Just with one picnic place. But vast amounts of area with nothing there. Miles and miles and miles of nothingness. In the UK, you can't go 5-10 miles realistically very often without running into something. I think there's places where I've been in Scotland where you can go quite a long way before you find something. We're talking maybe 20 miles. It's probably the longest you go without seeing something, which isn't very long at all, to be honest with you. There's vast amounts of open space here that you can go along and not really have anything to see. This is very good. I'm speeding along here. I'm trying to keep pace here, but I think that the trucks in front of me are causing me to slow. 175 miles, 3 hours and 10 minutes. And they're getting some speed up coming down the hill as we trundle through the countryside, not worrying about the distance and the weather, just enjoying it. quite pleased that we're doing a $13,000, $13,000. Is that a straight a trooper? No, it's not. It's just a car. For a minute there, I thought we got something interesting going on. We're slowing up. We've come to a little town, I think. Little junction. Little gas station. The Big Bend National Park. Big Bend National Park. Wow. Looks like... Oh, I can't go up there. I was going to say, for a second there, I thought I could go up there. I'm loving the scenery, by the way. I'll be honest, I am loving the scenery. We're in Marathon. There's a broken down car here. I assume the owner is leaning over the bonnet somewhere trying to solve this out. But we're in a place called Marathon now.
Go straight on.
Grocery store. A couple of little places. I'm guessing I was meant to stop there, but we didn't. There's the Lone Star. 150 miles. 2 hours and 43 minutes. A good little drive on the way. We're going for it. Working the way through the countryside. I love the countryside. I love a bit of open space. It's quite nice. Open space with nobody around. Fantastic. I was stuck in a very cold room today while I was working. Very, very cold. It was this kind of scenario. And I've always been. I'm of that age, you know, that kind of age where you can wear a vest and it's okay. So I'm of that kind of age now where I have a vest and I have a t-shirt. You know, I have a shirt for work and I have a sort of what else do I have? Whoa! Oh God, that was close. So I have a shirt for work and I have a wow, a little house here as well. Look, just off the side there. Looks like it's run down and falling down. But anyway. So you know, I have a vest. I have a polo shirt and I actually have a jumper as well. And I've got quite a nice sort of jacket as well, which is quite waterproof. But it's not the warmest jacket in the world, but it's okay. So I was in this kind of cold room, and there was no heating, and there's no real lighting, and I was sort of standing in this room, and I was there for about an hour and a half, and by the end of it, I had my jacket zipped up to the top, and I found a pair of sort of gloves to use for sort of when you're working on electrical things, but when you're working with sort of sharper things and whatever else is that I had in my pocket that I'd sort of that I use occasionally when I'm sort of working on with tools and stuff like that. I found them in my pocket and I put them on as well. I was like, I'm so cold, I'm putting these on as well. So they weren't the warmest of gloves in the world, but at least they were gloves. So I was kind of cold. It felt like a very cold day. Got the problem mostly sorted though, which is always a bonus. Always a bonus. I'm gonna move over here. Whoa, where did that truck come from? I just caught up with it and didn't even notice. A long sloping curve. Oh, I have to pull in. Oh no, don't crush the police car. 18-wheel garage. Don't crush the police car. That made me slow down an awful lot. 1 hour and 50 minutes left. Not far now, actually. Oh, train. Train, look, peoples. I like a train. I probably said this before, by the way. I am kind of I kind of like love a bit of engineering, a decent bit of engineering. I remember taking a trip to there's a canal boat. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, but there's basically a feat of beautiful engineering called the Falkirk Wheel. And the Falkirk Wheel. Oh, I'm really tempted. I'm going. going. A Falkirk wheel is a... I'm going in. We're going in. Falkirk wheel, he says, pulling up nicely and going to enjoy the show shortly. I shouldn't really, because I don't really have time for all this, but we've got a big country view again. Martha Lights, I think this is. Martha Lights. Yeah, Martha Lights. Oh, there's somebody. Oh, there's some gentleman thrusting at another gentleman at to buy a bus stop. It's a lovely to see a rest stop. Anyway, so where was I? So I'm sure there's some historical significance to that place, to be honest with you. But bet there is. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Cold? Trains? Oh, I forgot what I was talking about. I have forgotten what I was talking about. I do apologise. There's a problem with sometimes with talking and doing too many things at the same time. I wasn't going to pull over to this, but I did pull over for it to see the view. It's been nice to see a couple of views this time round. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not skipping. Just let it play. It's a good view of the truck coming up though. There we go. There's nice spots there. Cool. Let's go. I'm not stopping again. Unless I see another one of these. Oh. Can't take me anywhere. Right. Waiting. Going. Looking in the mirror at the front there. That's a cool mirror, by the way. I do think that's a cool mirror. I still think that's a very cool mirror that you can just see down the side of the truck. See what's behind you. Anyway, I can't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I remember now. So we're talking about engineering and feats of engineering. So in the United Kingdom and in Scotland, in fact, there's a place called Falkirk, and that has a wheel. And this wheel replaces 10 locks in a canal-based scenario. So locks are basically filled and with water to raise the boat, and then you move them to the next level. So this thing replaces 10 of them, and it's like a Ferris wheel for canal boats. It scoops the water out of the ground with the boat on board and takes it up to the level above or the level below. This is Cyclops. I remember this. Got a giveaway from all over the place. Still not quite got it. It's like a roundabout without a roundabout. It's a Cyclops, though. I know what that is. So it's a roundabout without being a roundabout, because you go straight on, don't you? Big church. There we go. Church. Oh. And a bit of broken industrial sort of whatever that is. So anyway, so yeah, this Falkirk wheel. I saw it on a program once about sort of industrial and things sort of being built and whatever else is. And I was so impressed by this feat of engineering that I genuinely actually made, we got the family and I chucked them all in the car and we went and saw this thing, and I it was one of those things where you have to go touch it just to go, this is really interesting. This is such an amazing feat of engineering. It's gigantic, it's mechanical, it's modern in design, and it's well worth one of those things well worth looking at. There's things like that, but that's one of those things that that I think is worth looking at. It's wrong into the country though, because if it was in London or something like that, it'd be probably much more popular. But it's not. I'm a bit annoyed now because I'm waiting for this blooming truck to turn around there, and some traffic just popped in front of us. Come on, let him through. Please let him out. Come on, let him cross. Yes. Come on, do it. Let him go. Please. Oh, you sod. I'm just trying to wait for him to go out. Oh, bad me. Do you think I can force this issue a little bit? I don't know how to force it, though, without driving at the road. However, saying that, the traffic ahead is breaking up a little bit, maybe. Come on, guys. Go, go, go. I've just paid my loan instalment, $7,602. Sorry. Come on, come on, people, move, move, move. I'm trying to drink my coffee while it's doing that. Come on, you've got to be able to get across now. Costing me money. Time is money, people. Time is money. Oh, right. Oh, truck's reversed into me. It's ramming me now. Right, I'm going. I'm going. You're driving me nuts with you're not driving. I'm going to push past. Is that a Dodge Ram? Who's driving that? Behave yourself. It's causing me to be delayed. And those are off. I'm going. Don't care. Oh, it's a cemetery. Nicely decorated. Get quite a few of those out I find that again in Scotland, when I'm over in Scotland, they have quite a lot of this cemeteries just out in the middle of nowhere. Realistically, I guess it's probably a nice-ish place to be laid to rest, as such, I suppose, or at least for your relatives to come and visit you. Or some satellite dishes. A big one on the aerial there. Ugh. Drive straight. Look! What we got? Cattle! Big cattle. Oh my god, a man on a chopper. It's Easy Rider. Is it Dennis Hopper, or what was the other guy who was driving them? Oh, it was Dennis Hopper and... Oh, I can't remember his name. Somebody will remember in the comments below. 60 miles. Plenty of diesel left. We've paid a big instalment off, but we have got 13,000 coming in from me. Let's see whether or not I wonder if our other driver has achieved such a great score. Got hiccups now, by the way, just a little bit. What are you meant to do? Hold your breath, aren't you, when you get hiccups? That's the thing, wasn't it? Hold your breath, or hold your nose, or something like that. Can't remember. I don't worry about things like hiccups. It's a bizarre thing, isn't it? You don't worry about hiccups. You just kind of get over it when you're a bit older. It's like, oh, well, I've got hiccups, and then you just deal with hiccups. It's nice metal roofs on these properties.
Go straight on.
I am going to go straight on. There's a horse. The man's got a horse. He's filling it up at the petrol station. Van Horn is on the way. We are almost to Van Horn. We are 34 miles away. 40 minutes game time wise. Still such a big truck, this one. Very awkward to maneuver, by the way. I love the look of it. I mean, I think that's a mean looking truck, right? But maneuvering it, wow. But I think that's my fault. I did buy an extra large long chassis, didn't I? I think I built a bit of a bigger one, realistically. My own fault. I can only blame myself for my choice of chassis design. Could have gone with something stubbier. I think I was looking for more horsepower and ability to pull more, wasn't I, at the time? I can't remember exactly. Look at that. What a view. What a blooming view. Absolutely amazing. Such a playable game. Oh, there's a train in front of us. Look at that, baby. Going across. Wow. 9 miles. And we're at Van Horn shortly. I'm assuming this is Van Horn now. This must be Van Horn. Van Horn discovered. Such weird combination of names here. I just honestly, it's such a weird. For me, it's kind of the names here. I mean, they're a mixture, I guess, of you know, I guess Spanish, American, Mexican kind of thing, and then you get something like Van Horn. Where's that come from? Is that what's that? What causes that name to exist? Yeah, that nice looking car there, isn't it? What's this?
Go straight on.
Drake's Hot Burgers. Picket. Western Shop. The Post Office. Love it. Nice big motel there. Can't get to stay there though. Isn't that a shame? I think that would have been lovely. It's a very weird design. Very. I mean, if I'd seen that in the UK, I would have called that very 60s in its design. Very 60s. Going down here past this big sort of town building. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. There's another truck dealer, I think, down here. Maybe. Oh, I'm going. Time to go. I'm too busy looking at the scenery, you know. Thrift store there. We'd call those charity shops in the UK, wouldn't we? Oh, avid historian. I've just picked up another one. I don't know what I've passed that makes me an avid historian, but I've passed something else. Something else has been. It's a good long episode, this one, by the way. I hope you're enjoying, because I've had loads to rattle on about. I do rattle on a lot, to be honest with you. It's one of my favourite things, actually, rattling on. Quite enjoy it. It's like a captive audience. Well, you are a captive audience. Well, obviously I don't keep you in a basement anywhere, but you are fairly captive. So maybe. Do apologise if I have kept you in a basement before, but right. What is going on with this trailer here? This is going to be interesting. Let's have a little look at this. What are you doing here? Right. I think... Oh, I've pulled one of the cones along, look. I pulled a cone along. I think I need to come at a different angle to this. I think I need to take that corner of there where the road signs are. I need to kind of come from that angle. So I think I need to reverse out of here, I'm afraid. Like this. Could I come around the building the other way? There's a thought, though. Would that have mattered? Would that have helped? Don't think it would have done. I think my original my gut feeling and my original plan here is probably the right one. I think my best plan here is to put this like that, drag the cone a bit further around, because you can maybe kill this black man, hit him with the trailer. It's not right. Don't kill him. Oh, there's a man just been using the Portaloo. Lovely. It's beautiful. I'll see if is this straightening up. Yes, it is. Let's look over my shoulder. Yeah, this is my gut feelings to do this. So I know there's a cone there, which I'm just going to drive through and smush the cone. Do you know, if you were a normal truck, you'd have just got out and moved the bloody thing? That's what you'd have done. You'd just been like, right, I'm moving the cone. It's in my way. That's what you would have done. But in my case, because I can't get out of the truck, I'm just going to have to smush it. So I'm going to go over here and smush the cone. That's an official term, by the way. It's in the trucker's handbook. Smushing things is completely legal. I can't see. I'm just coming round on myself here. This is going to hit in a second. If this makes it round, I'll be utterly amazed. No, but it was damn good try. Let's just bring this round here, and we should be closer to our destination. If I just come up here a little bit like this. Let's try not to hit this thing. Break any windows. I did hit the top, but I think that was more computerized crash detection than it was. I think I need to be further over here. That's it. I've pushed that cone right the way to the back of that. It's kind of cool. Okay, the more I do it, the closer it gets. At least I'm not doing what I would call major damage. And to be fair, if you're playing any Call of Duty or something like that, a red barrel there will explode. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at explosions. I am struggling with this one. This is possible, but it's taking some. How would you have approached it? Am I doing it the way you'd approached it? Hang on. Right, I'm gonna go round the building. After all that, I'm gonna go round the building. I know I said I wouldn't go round the building, but I'm gonna go round the blowing building. Let's go round the building. Let's go down this pavement here. Try not to smash the signs. I was really struggling with that. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, trailer damage. How have I got trailer damage? What did I hear? I think I hit anything there. Oh, this is going to be a squeeze. Shit. Don't do that. I think I've just smashed the front of the truck into the... Oh, God, I have. I remember something like this previously happening on an episode of this. Do you remember this? Right, I am really making a hash of this now. Ag! Oh, sugar. I can't turn. I can't power out. Oh my God. I've got myself so stuck. I can't... That blooming box is trying to... Oh! Jeez! Okay, I did not expect that to happen. Did you? Can I drive through this? No, I can't. Now I've got a... It's actually stuck in the middle of the truck. I can't get past it. Oh, what do I do? Recovery? 7? End services. Tow service. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tow. That's ridiculous. Yes. I'm gonna have to tow because I've got it jammed. I never expected that to happen. I'm running late now as well for the job. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? I might just go for the easy park now. Yeah, that'll be the start of the next video, by the way, without a doubt. When idiots go wrong. I'm now a long way away from where I need to be. I'm going with the easy parking when I get there. Don't think I can handle another disastrous attempt at that. Let's press F6, F6, F5. I'm now 2 miles. I'm 2 miles away. I'm not as far as I thought I was away. There's another one of my Lone Stars like mine, but in with a grey colour. I can't believe I just did that. What an idiot! And there's a guy with a barrel, a wheelbarrow. I don't think I've ever seen a guy with a wheelbarrow before. Cool. It's a new one for me. Right, just easy parking. I don't think I can handle another disastrous parking attempt. What time is it? I am late as well, which means it's going to cost me money. I'm going to cost me money now to deliver this, which is not good. It's not great at all. I'm a road roller. And I may have also damaged it slightly, but I think it's not fragile, so I think we'll get away with it. There is actually a place to park across the road from this. So we're not so bad that way. 47, road ahead, stop. Okay, we'll stop. One way. Right. Okay, so we're going back down this road again. I feel like I've been here before. Did anybody else recognise it? No. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that happened. I don't think I've ever done that before. Don't think anybody's ever done that before. Anybody ever jammed their entire sort of chassis around a lamppost? He's looking at me. He's looking at me. He's like, your truck's got full of smashes and bashes. What have you been doing, you idiot? There's a train going across like that. Bit of train action. Absolute idiot. Proper idiot. Okay. And on we go to my destination, which is just here. And I'm just going to do an easy park because after that last one, I don't think I can handle it. No, I'm just going to go easy. Thank you. I know I'm cheating there with that, but after that last one, and plus my guy's about to fall asleep, and plus I smashed the truck up big style, so we're gonna avoid it. To be fair, this is the least maneuverable truck I've ever driven in the game. That'll do. I'll take it. Press T. It decouples it and it winds the arms back and everything comes off. And satisfactory. I was satisfactory. I did lose a couple of dollars to that damage penalty. Ooh. I'm a workhorse now, though. I've got some more points. So let us go with. Let's go with some more things that we can actually choose as available things. So let's go with. So these are basically the sort of the increases you can have. So you can have high value cargo, so you get more money for those. You can do fragile. You can do just in time. You can do fuel economy. So obviously it costs you less to drive. Long distance driving gets you more money, and of course there's different types of classes. So I think we're going to go with class 2, which gives us flammable gases and poisonous gases, so we'll get that. Add that to my roster of things I can do. Now, of course, you get new upgrades for your trucks, usually special wheels and colours. Peterbilt. Somebody put in the comments the other day when I was getting it wrong. Prestige. Some chassis bits and pieces. Very nice. When you get to level 10. I do quite like the unlocks for that. It's not very necessary, but I quite like the unlocks for it. I've now got $83,000. Let's just have a look at the bank, because I also want to look at my other guy. Still got a bit to go before I can pay that one off, so it's not far off though, but we still need to pay that. I want to repay one because I want to start making the money back. Right, let's have a look at my driver before we move on. Driver management. How much are you making, my friend? He's making okay. He's making $3,000 a day. He's a long-distance driver. He's doing quite well. We've got 2 trucks in Roswell. I don't know if he's taking the cab. I don't think he is. I think I sold that, didn't I? Yeah. But he's actually got a better rating than me. Good old Daniel Radcliffe there. There he is. Or was he Elijah Wood? One of the two. They're both the same person. And we all know that. It's not true. They're not the same person. Shut up. Stop making it up. Get into trouble telling people that Elijah Wood and oh, there's another viewpoint as well. I'm not going to it though. We'll save that until next week. Yeah, Elijah Wood and Daniel Radcliffe are one and the same person. We all know it. They know it. We're all square. And I'm going to come out this way because it's just wound me up that I couldn't get out here before. So I'm going to try and get out by this thing. If I get jammed in another lamppost, you can laugh. I'm going through. It's going to happen. There you go. It's happened. I have managed to exit quicker for no good reason.
Go straight on.
Okay. There's the old Stars and Stripes. Turn right. Getting quite good at looking. That is such a wide turning circle, by the way. That was me with not sort of full lock on there, and it wasn't. It just takes ages. 30 miles per hour, almost there. 3:30 in the PMs. So I might do 2 sleeps at some point. So we're during the day when we're travelling next.
Turn left.
No, I don't. Oh, it's there. It's in front of me. No, I don't need to turn left. I know exactly where I am. Just leave me alone. I'm gonna find one of these parking spots over here. That's it. Perfect. We're here. Let's go park near the whatever this is over this side. I like the look of this. Is it a field? Or a ditch. A lovely ditch. I'm going to park by a lovely ditch. Let's have a look at the lovely ditch. Beautiful. That's the kind of ditch I like. If I want to have a ditch, that's the ditch I'm going to have. There's a bin there as well. Some houses and things like that. Yeah, that's the ditch for me. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Generic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.